to the channel on our continuing playthrough of Atlantic Chase, and this is Operation Rhine, episode 4, yes. And today, brought to you by, well, it wasn't brought to you by, I was just happened to be at the liquor store today, and we picked up some Old Forester, which I've never tried before. This is Prohibition style. What do we say here? During Prohibition, Old Forester was bottled as medicinal whiskey at 117 West Main Street. Under Kentucky Permit Number 3, the typical barrel proof at the time prior to bottling was 115. So, some high-octane stuff here, although I do recommend a book called Bourbon Empire, and, of course, about the history of, bourbon. And the one piece of advice I got from that book is enjoy the story on the label, don't believe a word of it. Anyway, that's neither here. That's a complete tangent there. As we get back into this game, to summarize what's happened so far is not a whole lot. We've been trying to search for this convoy here, and we haven't had much success. We did get them into a skirmish, but neither one of us were able to land a shot. So we're still kind of spinning our wheels, and we've recently lost the initiative to the British, and now it is time to see what they will do. Let's go ahead and get this started by rolling their action. It's going to be a 2. So it's an airstrike, and unfortunately, it is within range here from Gibraltar. And actually, there's also a aircraft carrier. It doesn't matter which one is which, but it's going to be right on the edge of airstrike range. So that's what's going to happen. The British are going to attempt an airstrike. Well, this is trouble because with the coordinating task force, with the contact marker that's on my task force, he's going to be looking at a +4 on this airstrike thing. This is not making me happy. This mission is not doing so hot. But here we are on the airstrike, rolling on the 0 column. And here we go, +4, and they roll a 7. That's going to be an 11. That is going to be trouble. 11 is contact and damage. Oh, brother. Damaged. Slow ship now. And I swear I didn't plan this, but this is starting to mirror the historical record. The swordfish slamming into and severely damaging the Bismarck. Maybe not here. I don't know. I thought it was more like up here around there, but looks like we're just playing the scenario like that. Oh well. They damage. Successful airstrike. That is a bummer. Okay, well now. What's left? After an airstrike, I do believe it is a, there's a, what you call it? Time lapse, but that doesn't mean anything here. We vie for initiative. And now we're looking at trying to get the Bismarck to escape, just like it tried to do, except it spun in circles. Okay, the British are going to maintain the initiative. Unfortunately, that's a problem. Maybe the dice will give us a break here, and we'll do something. I'll give the Bismarck a break here, but I wouldn't count on it. 5. Yes, actually, that might be a break for us, because 5 is a completion action. Okay. Now, completion action means this one here is going to try to make it to Gibraltar, and we'll just set that up. Like so, and so they cannot complete, but so they will pass and use the intel limit, and like so. So they're going to cede it back to us, and now we have to see about escaping, which is very possible. Maybe we can beat the history, but as it is, first we're going to check the weather for the Germans. It's a 3, the weather stays good, and now I think we need to run with the Bismarck. I will attempt to complete with the Bismarck. I want us to get away. The British, of course, will get a chance to seize the initiative. We're going to make it. Okay, so the Bismarck is going to live to fight another day, even though it got severely damaged. This comes off, as does the Bismarck. Well, that leaves us with the Prince Eugen to carry on the fight and trying to score some hits on some convoys, and we will be up to the task. I think, and we're going to go up there and try. I'm not going to bother with this one down here anymore. They're in too much into airstrike range, and we saw just how darn powerful that is. So up we go. Let's trajectory. There we are. And now for a naval search. We are on the 10 to 15 column, unfortunately with no modifiers to our roll. And that's a 7. Unfortunately, I think that might end up giving them... Yes, it will give them an evasive maneuvers marker. Oh well. This does allow us, however, to time-lapse. 2, 3, 4. Our search is a little easier. Then it goes to them. They're going to use season. Well, they already have an... Well, no, they roll either way. As long as they have fleets out there, they can roll for evasive maneuver. No, they're going to try to seize the initiative, and we're going to go ahead and burn that for a +1 on it. And they're going to get it. Okay. To the British. And the British check for weather. Stays good. And what they do is... That is an airstrike, and thank goodness, because if I had gone for this hex, they'd have been taking a shot at me, so... I made the right choice by going for that little end piece there. What do they do when they don't have a target? It's an interception attempt by another fleet, but we have to roll in their tiny chart for which task force. 2, which will default to this task force with the light cruiser and the regular cruiser. So they're going to try to bring them to battle by... So, and now they will naval search. And this is 1, 2, 3, yes. I am not... Wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, so, yeah, we can coordinate with that without any penalty. No, we have to use the longer one. I think I would rather have the... I think the British in this case would roll... on the 0 to 4. I don't think they want to go up a column shift, so they're not going to coordinate. And so their naval search, the 0 to 4 column. 7. That's a good roll on that. Well, a decent roll. Well, it's all decent. They're going to be a station and contact. Like so. All right. They, of course, will time lapse. And now I must seize the initiative. Or try to. Nope, not this time. Okay, they continue to go. What do they do? 4. Asks us to do another die roll for odds evens. That is odds, and odds treat as a completion action. Clearly they would do, we have that available down here. I get to try to seize the initiative with a +1 to my die roll. I do not, unfortunately. And this convoy will complete. Okay, they are off the map. That means the Rodney too. Nice. Okay. But not so good. The British are starting to roll, be quite successful, and we have done absolutely nothing to stop them. And they retain the initiative. So they're going to roll for another action. And that's a 5, and that is our completion action as well. Meaning we're going to trajectory onto their destination, like so. Then they will pass doing their time lapse. And they pass on to us freely. Alright. And now I gotta sit here really struggling. Okay, so we're going to trajectory out. And I still want to make something happen. I'm going to unfortunately take an intel marker doing this. What a mess I'm making. Okay, like that. Like that. And we will attempt a naval search. But I have given them an interruption opportunity. There it is. They roll. A 6 on there is going to be a -1 to our naval search. The 10 to 15 column, a -1 to the die roll. 10, that makes it a 9. So we did all right as far as... Oh, I missed a good one, though. And the contact and all that stuff. But we're going to get the shadowing result. All but 3 go away. And I'm actually going to keep this one, even though it's a little more forward, because I want all these trajectories out of air range, although this one still is by 2. Or I can pull... well, I can pull that one off and then over here and leave the 3 there. That works, I guess so. And I get to time lapse. And I can remove up to 2. So, like this. Ooh. The British will figure out if they want to evasive maneuvers marker. They do. They want an evasive maneuvers marker, which will go on this convoy. I retain the initiative, however. And we're going to naval search right there, you betcha. They will burn their evasive maneuver marker to put a -1 on my search. But it's on the 0 to 4 column. That is going to be a 9. Contact and station. Again, the British will... Oops, I guess I left the tape running. Okay, the British will take another evasive maneuvers marker, and we will keep the initiative. I don't know. Well, since we're going to do that, you know what's going to happen next. This is going to be the engage action. They will burn their evasive maneuvers marker to hit us with a -1, but they are very slow. That's going to be a +4, so we're looking at a +3 on this engage roll on the 0 column. 6, 7, 8, 9 is a battle. Here we go. And I only just now remembered that I'm not just going after that convoy, I'm going after the battleship as well. That's a problem. I probably shouldn't have done this with my little cruiser here. Let's see what'll happen here, but it is what it is. First we roll on our snafu charge. An 11, which is good visibility, so it's not just a 3-round battle, it is a 4-round battle. Prince Eugen here. The Ramirez battleship here and here. I need to be in the attitude of closing. The convoy will be running, and Ramirez can either be closing or running. He is stronger than the Eugene. I think he's going to close. I think that would be smart for him. So, first step is our gunnery phase. In extreme range, we fire 3, roll 3 dice. We are at a +3, however, that is good. Alright, 2 4s is an 8, +3 would be 8 + 3 is 11. Yes, 11 on the closing table. That is a severe result, but because I shot at the convoy, I didn't call it with the convoy, but that's actually what I wanted to shoot at. Trust me. That's going to be 2 hits on the convoy. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we're going to take some battleship shot. Okay, and he's going to shoot at +3. Yes, +3, just like mine. Ah, he doesn't get nothing. All right, I like that a lot. Okay, so that concludes the gunnery phase. Nobody... Oh, I do have torpedoes. I'm out of range for them, of course. Maneuver, only I can go forward. The battleship is going to go ahead and come on in. There are no lingering effects. The convoy will attempt a breakaway, whereas the battleship will hang around and try to shoot holes in us. The convoy must roll a 9, unmodified on this 2D roll. Wow, they do it. Okay. So, the convoy is going to get away with 2 hits on him. Let me log that. And so, we move to round 2. Attitude. I think we're going to go into a running. The British, I think, are going to stay in closing. And they're going to try to keep us from getting away. Now, we're no longer at extreme range. We are at long range, which is just 2 dice. And I get a +2 to this die roll for the range and the fact that it's a slow ship that I'm shooting at. And... whoa, goose eggs. Not what I wanted. All right. So the reveal is the battleship is going to open up on us at a +3. I think only a +3. +3 with, well, unfortunately it's going to probably be enough. +3 to this die. Oh, 8, 10, 11. A severe result. Okay, severe result to what? This is a 2d6. 11 is the belt, which that means the armor belt, I think, doesn't it? I'm not sure. But when it's a belt, roll a 4, rudder out. Oh man, not what I wanted. Okay. Of course, I didn't want anything, but rudder out. All right, can't use the torpedoes. Maneuver phase. This is when I would make smoke. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Just in case we stick around. Maneuver phase. Rudder out doesn't count because I'm running. He can't make... The only way I could move is this way, and there's nowhere to move. So it wouldn't matter, even if he did take control of the ship. He is going to come to the close range. And then we're going to move into lingering effects. We will forego our gunnery round to do some damage control and try to get that repaired. And so we roll 3 dice. We'll select the 2 highest numbers. Oh, brother. Okay, no change. So that was waste. Pure waste. Okay, breakaway. I can still break away, though. I don't see any rule in here that says that the rudder out actually prevents you from breaking away. So as far as I can tell, it does not. But we do have some modifiers here. Let's see. Far zone, yes, +2. Enemy ships near or close, -1, so we're at +1. And closing, so that's going to negate it. They're not faster than us. So it's a straight roll. 8, we're 1 short. Oof. Okay, so battle round 3. Attitude. Unfortunately, I have to roll to see who decides that. Even is... No, that would be odd now, wouldn't it? And he controls, he can change my attitude, and he's gonna make me close. Not cool at all. His attitude will go into acquiring. And now for the gunnery phase, I don't get any gunnery. I gave it up trying to repair that rudder, and now he's, let's see, close to far. No, yeah, close. Far close is still long range. Well, we have that going for us, but it's still a +3 to us. 7, 8, 9, 10. When acquiring is another severe result. On a severe result at, what did I say that was? That is short. No. Far. Close is still long. Long. So, what is FR? Oh, false report. No effect. Okay, so we dodged a bullet there. Or dodged a gunnery shell. I don't know. Anyway, where are we at? That ends the gunnery phase, and this can come off now, although I'll probably put it back on the maneuver phase. And I gotta roll dice here, and hope I get even. No, I get odd, and he's gonna bring me in closer. I think do I lose the effect of smoke? Yes, when he's got control, he can decide whether you have smoke or not. And you will say no. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to, again, try to get control of my ship again. There we go. Yep, that's repaired. Although, it may leave me around to be shot full of holes. Okay, no lingering effect. I cannot break away because I am closing, so therefore we go into that fourth round. Remember, we have a fourth round because visibility. So, in attitude, I can control my attitude. And, well, is there any point in running at this point? This is the last round. It almost makes sense. And I don't get, but the problem is I don't get gunnery for this round, so I'm just running. And the Rodney will stay in his acquiring attitude. And this is close to near, which is point blank. He's going to fire his at a +3. And that is going to be a 10. That's going to be a 13 on the acquiring channel, which is going to be a critical result. Catastrophic result, as we call it. Is that point blank? That is point blank. A 5 on the point blank is a belt. Hit. Roll again. Oh, come back. A 7. 7, 7, 7 on the bolt on catastrophic. Catastrophic is fire stop. The maneuver phase, I can't move anywhere. He's just going to sit there. Lingering effects. I get to roll on that. Again, that damage control would come off. We would have put it back on, and now we are trying to do something with this fire. Alright. And it is the 2 highest, so that's a 6. Unfortunately, no change, and I get a hit on me. Ugh. So, splat. And we're still on fire. Lovely. Okay, well, that's the end of the lingering effects. Breakaway, there's no breakaway because this is the last round. But we have to make a disengagement tech because we just tried to leave with our ship on fire. And let's see, disengagement. There's no modifiers to this. Where's fire stopped? Oh, it doesn't matter. Seriously? I can't believe that. Oh, let me double check. I don't even have to roll the dice because if you look at fire stopped, if I try to disengage with the fire stopped, my ship is scuttled, i.e. sunk. Oh dear. And away it goes into the deep. Well, I have no more task forces in play. Now, technically, the scenario doesn't end because one of these rendezvous points would have had to have been used somewhere in there. But you know what? They have absolutely shellacked me. They damaged the Bismarck. They sunk the Eugen, which I probably shouldn't even have tried that convoy trick. My score ends up being a whopping... I'm going to go ahead and basically I'm going to concede the match here. And I am well over -3 in the debriefing table. Catastrophe. The Fuhrer is shocked. He informs Raider that the Tirpitz will remain in the Baltic. Okay, well, that is a wildly different result from the last scenario where we did incredibly well. This was quite the disaster, and it almost mirrored the history in the sense that the ship got damaged down here, and we could just story things. This is the Ark Royal here, down here and there, so we could just say one of the swordfish got him and took out his rudder, something like that. Although the Eugen was the one with the rudder up, and that was what really killed him. Location is not quite the same, but and they did get away. Okay, so the Bismarck did get away, but complete disaster on my part. But that was fun all the same, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching.